Hello everyone, it's Vic and I'm sharing with you today a process video for my take on the July Cybercrop Sketch Challenge for GoGo Getaway. Now I've had these couple of photos for a couple of weeks now, and I've got that beautiful collection from Echo Park which is called Coffee and Friends, and so far I've only used that collection for non-coffee layouts. So I decided it was about time that I actually used it for the purpose that it was designed for. So I've got these couple of photographs, like I said, from a couple of weeks ago, from me down on the beach and enjoying an iced coffee. I like nothing more than an iced coffee on a hot day. It's something that I've enjoyed a lot more over the last year especially, but I always was a tea drinker in the past, but yes, I do have a bit of a taste for coffees now. So I have two photos here, like I said, and I printed them out as a 3x4, but they were a little bit too big for me for the sketch, so I have actually trimmed them down to about 2.5 by 3 inches, and for me that fitted perfectly in with that sketch that you can see there. When they were larger, they were taking up too much space on my page, and I wanted to try and keep a little bit of that white space between the left cluster and the right cluster on the page. So I've started off with those base strips underneath my photographs because they were on the sketch, and I have kept pretty true to the sketch as well for this. And I really wanted to use the mason jar that I fussy cut out, but I decided that was too big for my page. So instead I've used some of this fabulous like chalkboard paper from the collection and fussy cut out a few of the boards there. So I think it says, "You are the cream to my coffee," and then just coffee. I thought they went really nicely and showed up quite well against that white cardstock background, and also tied in well with my black and white photographs. It just helped, in my mind, pull it all together a little bit. So once again, I am fussy cutting some of those fabulous florals out. I think that's my all-time favourite paper from that collection. It's absolutely gorgeous, and every page that I've created using this collection so far has had a lot of those fussy cut florals on. I just think they're so pretty. I love the pinky tones against the more muted colours in the collection. I just think they're super gorgeous. So building up my layers now behind my photograph, and I thought it would be fun to pop this coffee cup behind my photographs, and I was determined I wanted to put it on, and I faffed around with it quite a lot on my page before deciding actually no, it really wasn't working. It was too big for the sketch in my mind, and looked really silly poking out from behind the photographs. It looked like I had some kind of weird contraption growing out of my head, so it does get removed in the end. Try as I might, I just couldn't make it work. And I've added in some really cute little bramble fox perspectives. Those mugs, they're from like an older collection, but they were just perfect to go on this layout considering it was about coffee. And I managed to use a couple of pieces out of my bramble fox collection that has been building up recently, so I was quite pleased with that. So to create the the mixed media area behind each of my clusters there that you could see on the sketch at the beginning, I've decided instead of doing some mixed media that I will cut out some partial circles of pattern paper behind. And I've used that really cool like tile brick paper that was in the collection. And I literally just used a plate and one of my double-sided sticky tape rolls to cut those out with, just by drawing an outline around them, and then hand cut them, and then I'm just stressing around the edges as well. Now because they're a light colour, I decided that they still need a little bit more definition in order to stand out from that background. So I'm just using a makeup brush there, which I find is perfect for applying inks to your projects, just because you get a real nice soft even tone I much prefer them to the ink applicators that you can buy. And I've used Distress Oxide ink for that. It's a grey colour, and I think it's called Weathered Wood. And it was just as you can see, it just helps lift that circle area away from my background there. So I'm really liking how this is coming along now. So I'm now thinking about the title for my page, and this was inspired from one of the cut apart cards on one of the sheets of paper in the collection, and that said coffee and sunshine. So I have added iced to it, obviously, because I'm drinking my iced latte, and building my title up that way. Now I wanted to use a couple of different fonts on that, so I've used one of the stickers from the sticker sheet which says coffee, and then I've used some Hobbycraft thicker stickers there, the iced, and I did use my Cosmic Shimmer glue to stick them down, because from past experience on using those, they don't stick very well on your page, so I just wanted to make sure they weren't going to fall off at some time in the future once my layout had been popped away. So like I said, this is for the GoGo Getaway July Cyber Crop. There are loads of other challenges going on today as well on our Facebook group. And the Cyber Crop happens every month, so please do join in. If you can't this time, then do head on over to the Facebook page and like it, and then maybe you can join in some of the Cyber Crops in the future. We'd love to see you all there. There's always 4 challenges set up for you to do over the weekend, and we love seeing all of your inspirational creations. The albums always look fantastic by the end of the month, filled with fabulous pages and full of colour and creativity. And also it's just nice to see them all. There's a lovely community spirit as well, so I really enjoy it. I love taking part in it and seeing what you all come up with. So I'm just adding the rest of my title on here with some clear stickers that I have. I can't remember who made them, sorry about that. I think it might be My Mind's Eye, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just using a ruler there just to make sure that they are straight on my page. So I've stuck my photographs down using just some cheap kids sticky foam. I always find that easier than using the little foam pads because you can cut it to size, and also then I don't have to faff trying to get the backings off those little foam pads. I'm not very good at that. So a lot easier and quicker for me to use those. So that's what I use to raise things up on a layout and to give dimension. And I'm adding some beautiful cork pear tree cut file hearts, etched hearts onto my page. I thought they went really nicely with like the walnut coloured paper in the collection, and they're super cute. Some of them got like etched outline to them and some of them have been filled, so really gorgeous and really versatile. So I was so pleased that I thought about popping those on my page. I thought they tied in really nicely, and I'm layering them up with some stickers from the collection and also some puffy stickers from the Jen Hadfield The Avenue collection as well. So I'm just finishing my layout off now, adding a few more stickers, my journaling, and I also used a bit of walnut paper up there at the top of the photos just to help tie that in a bit nicer with the bottom cluster below. It just brought it all together. So my idea of adding that coffee cup or the florals was out the window, and this walnut piece of paper just fitted in a lot better for me. A sprinkling of sequins and the layout is done. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed the video and maybe be inspired by the sketch challenge that we've set up. Please do head on over to our Facebook page, the GoGo Getaway Facebook page, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks then. Bye.